Man, April has been a terrible fucking month.
For you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, May's not going to be any kinder to you.
Yeah, I guess not.
It's okay. You'll make it through, probably. Maybe not. Definitely not.
I'm just hoping. I mean, I really fucking hope we come back in May, otherwise we're not coming back.
My dad
At our
in a
fucking pace.
baseball team.
What did you say?
Hey, baby! How you doing? What's going on? How you guys been, man?
What the fuck?
The Pirates have the highest score in the NL right now. He's gonna be like this for a while.
I stayed being gloating motherfucker last week.
Probably gonna be like this until next week, so get used to it.
You said that last week!
I don't know, maybe the Rays will fix it today.
Unless the Rays give them fucking first place.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, choke.
Choke, yeah, baby, choke, just like the Pirates will do against the Rays.
God. I guess the baseball gods didn't like me all rizzed up.
No,
you should have done all that fucking eldritch screeching before the podcast.
That wasn't fucking. This isn't being fucking rizzed up. This is called being zesty as fuck.
What's the difference? Like, actually, I don't know. I'm too old for
Zesty is
concepts like
gay.
Riz.
Being zesty is gay. Having Riz is like.
Okay, but what
Riz
if you have gay Riz?
That's a forbidden technique. We all know
Riz.
gay people can't pull.
But
Nope.
that doesn't make any sense.
Cam, stop saying.
Agree with me.
Cam, stop saying funny shit when I'm drinking water.
No.
You're making me
Stop
choke.
drinking water. Dehydrate yourself. Fucking become a horse. Drink Pepsi like a real man. Actually, no.
What if
Pepsi's for people full of estrogen.
What if I instead put gamer subs into my water?
But Cam, you can't keep talking like this.
Soy boy.
What happened like this year, or like in like the month of baseball we had that caused you to become a right-wing grifter?
Because we lost to the Braves. I mean, we
Okay, valid. I would probably abandon my values too.
We beat the Dodgers.
I didn't abandon just my values, Scoom. You misunderstand. I abandoned my morals.
Didn't the Pirates beat the Dodgers like last year too when they had a series against them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me fucking wonder because like I remember back when we were talking about the World Series last year. Like you were talking about how the Astros don't know what to do against small market teams. I wonder if that also goes with the Dodgers.
Maybe. I mean, they did lose in the 2019 NLCS to the Nationals.
Yeah. But they also beat my poverty franchise, so
Well, yours just became a poverty franchise, so
yeah. We still don't know what happened. I don't think any MLB analyst out there can tell you precisely why the Cardinals became so shit. Speaking of teams that are shit,
yeah.
it is tier list time. It is the start of the month.
It's the start of the month, so we got a new tier list. Cam was so kind enough to join us for this tier list this time.
Yeah, last time Cam was on like some kind of samurai pilgrimage and couldn't show up.
I was regaining my lost honor.
I thought you were just getting rizzed up, honestly.
I was technically, yes.
I thought there were no unholy actions in front of the Mets.
It wasn't in front of the Mets.
You
It was in
son
front
of
of
a
the
bitch.
Pirates.
You son of a bitch! Anyways, welcome to another episode of SCS Baseball. I kind of just realized we didn't actually
We didn't
proper-
introduce you to it.
We
You
never-
never segued to get on the ball. Never.
we never did it.
Oops.
Oops.
It's whatever though. Like,
Get off the
Oops.
ball. Stop watching.
don't say that. They might actually
Well,
listen.
stop watching us right now. Go do something with your life.
Okay, maybe they won't listen to that.
Go watch,
Yeah,
go
you're
watch
dead.
John
You
Boy
don't-
instead.
So when we last did this tier list, like Snoot said, it was just me and Snoot. And when we did this, it was basically opening week. A lot of our opinions were still informed by the events of last year's postseason, so the
Kinda.
only team we put at World Series pace was the Astros. Because, you know, that just
Yeah.
seems likely, because the Astros kind of do that.
This time around, though, we have an entire month of baseball to look back on as reference.
Yeah, and it has caused some reevaluations in our opinions. Aside from the Pirates being fast risers, 'cause that's still true.
That is... We in first place, baby!
We're even wrong about the Athletics being in their special A's tier, because they're worse than that. Throughout the entire month of baseball that we've had to look back on, the Athletics have only managed to win 6 times.
In the entire month of April.
And it is only going to go downhill from there because their move to Vegas is not a smooth one. It
Yeah.
wasn't for the Raiders. I'm not sure why the fuck the Athletics thought it would be for them.
Owners are morons. They don't understand that fucking people get angry when change is afoot.
Especially when that change means like your team leaves your city.
But to be fair to Oakland, well, I guess we've been being fair to Oakland, but like, you know, the A's were asking for Oakland to pay for at least half of the stadium at fucking the thing, the Howard Terminal. And Oakland just can't do that cuz like their city is already fucked up as it is. It's
Yeah.
kind of just like hell no. Maybe
All
with
5 of the A's fans are gonna have to go to Anaheim or something.
I mean, they could just go across the bay to San Francisco.
True.
It just sucks that there are no more sports teams in Oakland. Technically,
Yeah.
technically
I
speaking.
can imagine that being a real downer.
Yeah. But like, at least with the Warriors, they only moved across the bay to San Francisco. The A's and the Raiders are gonna be the
They're
Raiders
straight.
have, but the Raiders are going to be moving to an entirely different state entirely. So like, I don't know. It just sucks to be in Oakland, but you decided to live there in the first place. So whose fault is it really?
I think you might have said Raiders instead of Athletics on that accident. We got your point.
Whoops. Oops.
It's whatever. So we should probably start on this tier list now. We've already talked about a few of the teams, but
Well, before we do that, I gotta make sure there isn't any, like, strange news that's been going on.
oh, strange news like the Mexico City series where the Padres and the Giants got over 20 runs.
Yeah, that. Let's talk. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that one. Let's talk about
Okay.
that one and how fucking I'm pissed off that it wasn't on national TV for everyone to see.
Fucked up that it wasn't. It was honestly like a fucking robbery because it was a great fucking series.
Yeah.
Like the Padres, as those who view this podcast gonna know, uh, we are all Padres. We're like three Padres fans in a trench coat. Like
We are.
all of us like the
I would.
Padres.
I wouldn't say we're
You can look
Padres
at me
fan.
with you guys. I had them. Well, I don't. I actually do. But I'm
I
contrarian.
wouldn't say we're all Padres fans. I'd more so say that we're Padres enjoyers.
No,
Yeah.
we're Padres sympathizers.
We
What are we sympathizing?
hate for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so San Francisco and San Diego had a series in Mexico City, a unique first time ever exhibition.
Well, it wasn't really an exhibition because those games count.
Well, yeah, it was a series, but
But it was still a unique series.
yeah. First time that the official MLB game has been
Happened.
played in Mexico City.
Or
Which it's always been my dream for Mexico to get a team in the MLB because Canada has one.
yeah.
And I would like more Canadian teams too, but I digress.
The whole but yeah, MLB should get a team in Mexico, but they might want to reconsider having one in Mexico City.
Yeah. So for those, so when I mentioned that the game had over 20 home runs, there is a reason for this.
11 of those being in the first game. But anyways, the reason as to why there were a lot of home runs.
Yeah, so Mexico City is not a very well-built stadium, and it's not like
It's not like it
a
looks bad. It's just
it's not an aesthetic issue, because it could be Yankee Stadium. It's not a safety issue. It could be Wrigley Field. It's not like a quality of service issue. It could be Guaranteed Rate Field. No. Mexico City is more comparable to Coors Field. Coors Field, is over 5,000 feet above sea level,
which is
meaning
why
the home runs are really easy to hit in Coors Field.
which is why their like outfield wall is like a little deeper than it would be at any other stadium.
Yeah.
The Mexico City Stadium does not have that luxury.
Mexico City has low walls, and it is over 7,000 feet above sea level.
And for those of you who aren't, that big into science, don't worry, I wasn't either. But the higher you go away from sea level, like the higher up you go, the more you get, and like the more you get higher you get into the atmosphere, the thinner the air gets, which A, makes it harder to breathe, sure, but B, makes things that fly up into the air go higher and farther.
Yeah, which is why I mentioned that home runs are easier to hit in Coors Field.
Now imagine if you have an outfield wall that is about the same length as what one would be in, say, fucking Yankee Stadium or any of the other, like, non-high altitude baseball stadiums. But your altitude is higher than Coors Field, which has an outfield wall that is deeper because of that issue. And you get 11 home runs in the first game.
And we're not
16
talking bad of them, of course. We're talking
out of
the
the...
hits were homers.
Yeah,
We're talking 11 dingers in one game because it's just that easy.
it's just that easy to do.
Now, not to discredit the Padres and Giants, well, more so the Padres. The Padres do have some absolute legendary batters like Soto and Machado. Uh, so maybe other teams would have gotten runs, but either way, it was an absolutely wacky fucking series.
It was wacky, but it was fun, and I am very upset that I missed it and that MLB didn't fucking advertise it more.
Yeah, it's really strange that it was like swept under the rug because it was a really fun series to watch. The Padres had their City Connect jerseys on.
The Giants had these special black jerseys that said Giants in Spanish. And it was really neat.
Yeah,
It feels kind of like MLB is more so pushing towards advertising more the series in London than they did the series in Mexico City, which is a shame. I feel like both should have gotten an equal amount of advertising, but I digress.
yeah.
But yeah,
What else has happened?
what else happened? The Yankees are fucking injured to hell.
Fucking god.
Good.
Yeah, Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge was injured, and it's immediately hurt the Yankees. I believe they lost to the Rangers right after.
They did lose to the Rangers, and they've recently lost to the Guardians.
Man, the Yankees have fallen off. Oh my God, they've fallen off. I just checked the fucking standings. They are currently the lowest scoring AL East team. That's got to sting.
Worse than the Red Sox. Oh man. Oh fuck. Red Sox fans are just gonna be happy with that. They don't care what else happens in the season. As long as they beat the Yankees and the Yankees are last place in the AL East, that'll be
That'll be more than enough.
that'll be their World Series right there.
The stick it to them for stealing Babe Ruth or whatever.
Stole Babe Ruth.
I wonder if the Angels are gonna have a similar grudge against whichever team gets Ohtani, because you know the Angels aren't making the fucking playoffs this year.
No, hell no, they're not. They think they're so, you know, fun and scrappy because they have younger players on their team now, thanks to Logan O'Hoppe and fucking Zach Neto, who I don't even know if he's like still on the major league roster or not.
Great question. Let me check.
They really tried to call him up to make a fucking like a fucking Jordan Walker type move, but little did they know.
Seems like he's still in the major league, but yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird what the Angels are trying to do. Calling up a
Why
dude
couldn't the Cardinals do that for Jordan Walker?
keep him up. I don't fucking know, I guess because the Cardinals are more delicate with their prospects than the Angels are. The Angels kind of just toss them out to war.
That is true. It was like a pretty insanely reckless move. To just like call up Zach Neto with such like impunity.
Yeah, I mean he was just drafted to their team like last draft, and it's like he is now the first 2022 draft pick to be called up to the major leagues, and I'm like, wow. They're fucking stupid.
Wow, you guys are insane.
You guys are stupid.
Like the Angels do seems like they really want to.
They want to make it to the playoffs just so that Otani will stay. Otani never said that he wanted to go far into the playoffs. He just said he wanted to make them. So as long as the Angels make the playoffs, they'll probably be satisfied.
Unfortunately, they will be left with dissatisfaction as they will not be making the playoffs this year.
Exactly.
God no, they want it. Like,
To give them credit, they're trying new things. But holy shit, are these new things so fucking reckless and stupid? I can't even believe what's going on.
makes me think they're desperate a little bit.
They are.
So, how about this here, Lewis? I
Yeah.
hope I'm not sounding too overzealous about it. I'm just like,
Nah, it's fine. We will
because
get
I
into
think that
that
about
too.
covers the ongoings on that have been happening.
Yeah, other than like the on-field product, there hasn't really been much to discuss.
On-field products?
Like games.
Oh, right. Yeah. I can't really. I haven't been that tuned in to the past few games for obvious reasons. I'm sure I'm sure they're obvious to you at least.
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't really been tuning in that much either, but that's it's because I've been streaming.
I haven't
Well,
been
yeah,
tuning in because it's finals for me and my exams. The GCSEs in Britain are like college placement exams, and I've got to do them for a month straight.
yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds fucking brutal, man.
we wish
I
you
have
luck,
to do
brother.
6. I have to do 6 science papers. I have to do 6 maths papers. No, actually, I've got to do 4 maths papers. I've got to do 4 English papers.
All
And
right.
you write well over 2,000 words on the literature ones.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking brutal.
Takes it out of you.
I can imagine.
I can't imagine.
I can imagine. I did catch the Yankees versus Guardians game though. They got trounced by them. I saw that one.
Yeah, I saw both Mets games yesterday.
Oh yeah, I saw them too. Like the first one was rough because yeah, the Mets lost and it was pretty. It wasn't really a fight. But then the
It
Mets
was
fucking ran it back game two. It was
it
insane.
was a bit of a fight. The
Yeah, I guess
first
it's
game.
true. It was close.
I mean, they kept coming back into it. They could just never take the
They
lead.
couldn't stay ahead.
Well, no, I don't think
Oh
they ever
yeah,
got ahead. They just fucking never, you know, pulled ahead. They just pulled back into grasp.
yeah, and that must have been a pretty. Must have been a big surprise for the Braves game too.
Yeah, because it was
When the Mets were tired of doing the time-honored tradition of losing to the Braves.
yeah. Hopefully, the next series against the Braves, they can not lose.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's not
I'm
really in
hoping
our
so
blood.
too. Sorry, what's that again?
Unfortunately, that's not in our blood.
God.
Though I do have to thank you for fucking massacring the Braves, because that just means I get one more day of being in first place in the entire National League.
Man, fuck you.
Well, the Pirates certainly are the currently statistically the best NL team.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
We'll see. I think we've got different ideas about how long the momentum will last, but
Yeah.
which
All right.
does take us to our World Series candidates. If you have the list up.
No, but I'm about to get it now with this nice transition. All right, so
I had goosebumps. That was. I hope viewers know that took much longer, in reality, than it does on TV.
I literally just ripped off Anthony Fantano.
That was such an awkward amount of silence for the way I didn't know whether to unmute and speak.
Good you didn't, because it would have been edited out.
I probably would have added it in at the end as like a little blooper.
So I think last time we went by team rather than by tier.
Yeah.
So, what team's first?
That team would be the Yankees.
The Yankees. Ooh.
Yes.
I think last time we put them in division pace,
Yeah, we did
and
put them in division.
I don't think that's the case anymore.
Nope.
Partially because they were crippled by Aaron Judge's injuries, and partially because the Rays are going fucking insane. So, I think that the Yankees, honestly, like they're lucky if they make division. I would put them at division. I would put them wild card at best.
Okay. What say you, Cam?
Hello.
Hi.
Yankees, where would you put them on the list?
Currently with their Aaron Judge. Can I do it? Does it have to be biased or unbiased?
It can be biased.
As unbiased as you can.
As unbiased as I can possibly fathom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit here, kill him.
All
I'm
right.
kidding. Probably mid now that Aaron Judge is injured.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I think I can agree to that.
gonna
Least
put them-
biased Cam opinion.
Trash.
Least biased Cam opinion. Everything he says is biased. Put that in brackets.
All right, I'm gonna put them in wild card for now because I still feel like they're gonna rack off an insane like win streak out of nowhere later on.
It's possible. And if Aaron Judge does come back, they will see an upswing. But in the meantime, it is not going good for them.
Yeah. Next up,
Who's
we've
next?
got the Mariners.
The Mariners.
The
Ooh,
marinara sauce.
trash.
Trash. Damn.
Yeah, put the marinara sauce in trash.
Their stats are really low. Their stats are unlikely to get better, especially there is like a 3-win gap between them and the Angels, which are already not a very good team.
Oh yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah, they're kind of experiencing a dearth. They are the second worst team in AL West, which isn't saying a lot because the first worst team, the absolute worst team, is the worst team in baseball.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so bad. I hope you put them in their special tier already.
I did put them in their special tier
That's
already.
what they fucking deserve. Man, I feel bad for all 5 fans of the Athletics.
Yeah. All right, next we've got the Rays.
The Rays. Those are a world. I think the Rays.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
we
just...
were, like, suspicious of them. Well, we were suspicious, like, I guess we're rather skeptical of them. But I think they are genuinely a World Series candidate.
Yeah,
I'm a
they've kind of just ran up the scale right now.
Throughout April, they lost 6 times. No other team can say that. No other team can say anything like that. The only other teams, well, the second least amount of losses in baseball are the Orioles and the Pirates with 9.
Yeah.
Which is very fucked up.
It's also very fucked up that the Orioles have like 9 losses, yet they're the first wild card because they're in the same division as the Rays.
Yeah.
Next up we got the Toronto Blue Jays, Canada.
Blue Jays? I think
I haven't heard
they're
much.
still liable to make the wild card. They're only a little bit behind the Orioles.
Yeah, I'd say they're a wild card team.
And that's what they were last time, right?
Yeah.
I think the Blue Jays haven't made a lot of changes.
Nah, they're
But
still
rather,
they're-
unlike the Cardinals where that crippled them, it's worked in their favor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry if I talked with my mouth full at all. I'm eating crackers.
No, it's fine.
Can I have some?
No.
Fuck you.
Are they
It's webcam
saltine or?
crash.
Yeah.
I love me some saltine crackers.
You'll probably share with Snoot, won't you?
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
All
Not
right.
unless the Pirates lose like 10 games right now.
Fucking do it, Snoot. It's worth it for the saltine crackers.
I could just buy my own pack of saltine crackers. They're $1.
You think you're financially stable?
I think I have $1.
No, you don't. I stole it. I robbed
God
you.
fucking damn it, Cam! Stop getting into my wallet.
No. I'm
How
gonna
do
go
you
buy
even
V-Bucks
do
for the
that?
card. V-Bucks time.
Who you buying on
God.
Fortnite?
We buy on Fortnite. It better be something good. It's my
I'm
money.
gonna buy the Goku skin.
Valid.
All right, fine,
Worth it.
whatever.
It's worth stealing money over.
It's worth
Alright.
paying
Who's
back.
next?
Miami.
Miami?
Miami.
Somehow
It's doing well.
we were talking about this a little bit before the podcast. It's a little fucked up. We have to move the Miami out, the Marlins out of trash.
Yeah, we gotta move them to mid.
They're not a great team. They're still not a great team. It's just that there's only one team in the NL East that is doing great.
Yeah.
What? The Marlins and the Mets are the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 16 wins is not like amazing. But also, I think the Mets have more momentum than the Marlins. I think the Mets are still more likely to make the playoffs than the Marlins.
we at least we win more away games.
There is that.
God. All right.
They just win more home games.
I'm gonna save this next team for later. The Astros.
Honestly, the Astros have fallen off, and it's strange that they have.
Yeah.
Because you
Is
would,
it really?
yeah, actually, I mean, Alvarez is still there. Pena is still there. They've still got a lot of their good players.
Yeah.
The thing, although, like, they don't have Verlander anymore, because, you know, he's in the Mets now.
We still
And, like, I think at the time, all three of us were pretty certain the Astros would get their fucking dynasty.
yeah.
But that seems to be not quite in the cards anymore. I would put them in wild card, maybe division. I think they still can make the division. They could probably catch up with the Rangers, but I don't think they're going to be World Series material if they do.
All right. What say you, Cam?
For the thingies for the Astros,
For the Asterisks, yeah.
the asterisks uwu nuzzles you. Probably they did fall off. To be fair, they didn't. They ain't so tough. They ain't as tough as they think they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially because Texans are dumb.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, Texans are not dumb because the Rangers are fucking.
Yeah,
The
so
Rangers.
it's just that the smart Texans are in fucking Arlington.
Arlington.
Really weird that the team is based there.
What the fuck is an Arlington?
It's a city in Texas.
Oh, fair enough.
All
Anyway,
right.
the Astros mid.
Putting them in division just because I'm not buying this whole they're not leading the division right now shtick. I feel like,
I mean, they're not.
well, they aren't, but I don't think they're not gonna win it. I don't buy it.
Snoot when they see facts and logic in their face. I don't believe that.
I don't believe
It's
that.
like that sign isn't gonna stop me because I can't read.
So who's next?
All right, I'm gonna save all three of our teams for last. That's what I'm gonna start doing for these. So the Braves.
Braves are also World Series material.
Cam's gonna
Yeah.
come to your house and
Unfortunately.
beat you up.
Well, their score is like one lower than the Pirates. Well, I think that.
I think they're more sustainable
Spoiler
than the
alert! I
Pirates.
think the Pirate. Yeah, I think the Braves have more World Series momentum than the Pirates do.
That's
The
fair.
Pirates will probably crumble under pressure.
All right.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly what happened with the Mariners.
Yeah, they didn't expect to be there.
All right. Where are we putting the Baltimore Orioles?
Division.
Division?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
what?
Okay.
I mean,
they're good.
Division?
I mean, if the
they're
Rays
pretty
were
far
to,
ahead.
yeah, I mean, if the Rays were to, for some
Oh,
reason, fall off, I guess it would be the Orioles. Yeah.
yeah. The only reason I'm saying division is because Rays are already in World Series.
Yeah, that's true.
We making it out at AL East with this one.
Yeah, honestly, like,
I'd say division.
All right. That's fair. The only problem the O's have, in my personal opinion, is their starting pitching. Everything else for them is great. Like, their bullpen is solid, their hitting
that's a
is
problem I wish
immaculate,
I
their
had.
defense is okay. It's just their starting pitching that is shit. They fix that with a couple of trades down the line, or a couple more call-ups from their from their number one farm system. You might have something there.
Yeah.
And it's scary to think about. But you might have something there. All right, next up is the Guardians.
Hmm.
The Guardians really just decided to say, "Fuck it, we lose." I'm kidding.
That is. I mean, yeah, they beat the Yankees, but that is true. The Guardians need 14. Sorry, I'm really bad at counting. The Guardians need 3 wins to catch up with the Twins. And even then,
Literally,
they will
right
have
now,
3 more losses than the Twins.
literally right now, every team in AL Central except the Twins has a negative ratio. Like they have a negative ratio of loss to win.
AL Central is a fucking wasteland. Like, every team in AL Central, like, I'm not even joking when I say this. Every fucking team in AL Central is a poverty franchise.
It just sucks.
I almost want to say the same about NL Central, to be honest.
The NL Central is a little better.
It is. At least
No,
NL
you
Central
negative
teams make the
Nancy.
playoffs.
Well, I mean,
You're just a negative Nancy.
well, I mean, one team from the AL Central has to make the playoffs. That's the problem. But like, I guess what you're trying to imply here is that one of them will make the wild card.
Yeah.
All right. So Guardians, are we putting them at mid?
Mid.
I think, yeah, we put the Guardians at mid.
All right.
They're not
fair.
a terrible team, but they're not doing so well.
Yeah, I think they could bounce back, but that's just a matter of my opinion. All right.
Yeah.
Next up is the Rockies. Let's just get it over with and put them at A's tier. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The Rockies are the statistically worst NL team. The only way they could, it's only really down from there because all of the teams that are worse than them are AL teams: White Sox, Royals, and Athletics.
Yeah. God,
Which you
man.
may as well also put in A's tier, the White Sox and Royals, because they're still garbage.
I'm gonna put the Royals in A's tier, but I'm gonna put the White Sox in dog water. Because I still think the White Sox are like talent wise are better than the Rockies and Royals.
It may be true.
All right. Well, next up we've got the Tigers.
Tigers.
They're weird.
Tigers?
That is definitely a dog water team.
Yeah.
The Tigers?
The
Yeah.
Detroit Tigers.
Well, World Series.
All They're gonna win it all this year, baby. Let's go, Detroit.
Year of the pitcher is this year, baby.
We making it out of Detroit with this one. Let's go, Tigers! Roar!
It's 1966 all over again. Or what was the year of the pitcher? 1967? 68? I know it was the late
It was
60s.
69.
It was 1968, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Just want to make sure of that.
Apparently, they also said that about 2010. I don't know what the fuck was going on in 2010, though.
I
I wasn't following baseball all the time.
I wasn't either. I was 8 years old. The Brewers are next. Where are we putting the Brewers?
Brewers. I think wild card. I don't think the Pirates have World Series momentum. I don't think the Pirates are going to lose the division to the Brewers.
I think they will, but I will put them in wild card just because I want to bask in this glory a little longer.
Valid. Not much to say about the Brewers. Their performance is pretty expected of the Brewers. They are usually the second or best team in NL Central.
Yeah. Their pitching is elite, both starting and bullpen. It's their hitting that's got a lot of question marks, but apparently that's doing pretty well this season so far, so what do I know?
Yeah, it seems like they've started to fix their problems a bit.
All right. Just gonna slide the LA Angels right where they belong in mid-tier.
They're so not fucking making the playoffs.
Yeah. Ohtani is
Shohei Ohtani
out of
is
there.
not staying there.
He is out of there.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be some real fucking trouble in Anaheim when Mike Trout has to carry it on his back.
Yeah.
Mike Trout's gonna make it out with back pain.
That'll fucking affect the trout population.
All right. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Phillies. They were struggling to begin the month, but kind of bounced back a little bit. Now they're kind of just there.
Yeah. They had a really rough start for the World Series runner-up, especially given that they signed Trey Turner from the Dodgers. I believe he was a shortstop.
Yeah.
Like, they signed Trey Turner onto their team. Though, I can't say there's much accounting for taste. They also signed Taiwan Walker from the Mets.
Fuck the Taiwan Walker, the fucking funny little bastard.
Funny looking to be sure. But yeah, I think the Phillies right now belong in mid because I don't think that they're making the wild card.
They're mid because we gave them the Taiwan Walker curse.
All right, I can deal with putting them in mid right now. I still think they might make the wild card, but yeah, I'm fine with putting them in mid.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Padres.
Padres are like the usual. Padres are kind of the usual suspects for an NL West wild card team, and I think that's no different this year. Not much has really changed about the Padres roster. In fact, I think it's gotten better because Bogarts is part of it.
Yeah.
So
And
I think that they're probably going to make the wild card again this year, or they could very well do so.
And put them in division.
Yeah, it's also valid.
They're too talented to be any less, despite the fact they are in third place, because you have your usual suspect in the Dodgers, and then you have a very strange suspect in the Diamondbacks, but we'll get to them later. But yeah, Padres. Not only do they get they have Bogarts, but they just got fucking Tatis back. So now,
What say you, Cam?
what say you about the Padres?
The Padres?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. The Padres, they kind of like. To be honest, I'm still going with my boys Diamondbacks on this one. So the Padres, they ain't doing much. They ain't getting no division. They ain't getting no World Series. They ain't even a wild card. To be fair.
I think that's a bold take.
That's a very bold take. What the fuck is
Well,
that
you know
shit?
me, master of bold takes.
Thought you were gonna say masturbator.
Yeah, I'm
What?
actually the master. I'm actually the man with the master plan. I am the Eggman.
That's what you
No,
are.
no, Cam is a masturbator in the aspect that everything he's saying right now is bait.
Yeah.
Maybe not after I just tried gaslighting you guys into thinking I was stupid because it was funny.
Before, for context, before recording, Cam tried to gaslight both of us
And to
into
think,
thinking that the USA won the World Baseball Classic.
but instead,
Yeah.
It kind of backfired because all it gaslit us into thinking is that Cam's stupid.
But that was my plan all along, guys.
yeah, sure. All right, where are we putting the
It's
Rangers?
okay. I know you don't really think the USA won the World Baseball Classic. You're not stupid.
Yeah, guys, Japan won it. I knew that all along.
The Rangers,
The Rangers can have a nice weekend.
honestly, the Rangers are doing pretty good.
I'm happy
It's a
for the
surprise
Rangers.
that they're doing so good because they're usually irrelevant.
They got that power from the soy boy.
The soy boy DeGrom trade.
Which is really,
Sorry,
I
which
think
is
it's
really,
really funny that we like speak highly of Jacob DeGrom and call him a soy boy in the same breath.
Yeah.
But I think the Rangers are a fast riser. The Astros might still get the division from them, so I think it's too early to call where the Rangers are gonna go.
yeah, that's
But
fair.
I think the Rangers are definitely like a drastically better team than they were last year.
Yeah, that's fair. Where we put in the Red Sox?
Uh, we're the Yankees right now.
Yankees, we have them at wild card.
Okay, I think the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox go to mid. I don't think. I don't think
Mid.
the Red Sox are trash right now. But I don't think the Red Sox are gonna make the playoffs. I don't think they even have a chance.
Wait, so where are we putting them?
Mid.
All right, mid. All right. Next up, we got the Giants.
Ugh. Don't remind me of that team. Uh, the Giants right now their score is not great in the NL. The only teams that are doing worse are the Nats, Rockies, and you know.
God.
So I think I would honestly put the Giants in trash.
All right, trash it
They're
is.
not relevant.
What about the Dodgers?
Dodgers, yeah, Dodgers are division material to be sure. It's fairly like it is basically the NL West is honestly really close.
Yeah.
Like it is anybody's game, unless you're San Francisco or Colorado. But like the Dodgers are the usual suspects for the division.
I'm a giraffe.
I mean,
All right, the Diamondbacks.
you just say I'm a giraffe, refuse to elaborate, and move on to the next team. I'd put Diamondbacks and Fast Risers. They didn't really do anything last year.
yeah. And now they're
Best risers for the Diamondbacks. I have hope for them. I know I have.
Yeah.
I have hope.
They haven't won the division yet. They still might not, but they have a good chance.
yeah, that's fair enough. Anyways, the Twins. It's the Twins.
Division. The Twins are the only team in the AL Central with a score that isn't pathetic. The Twins are 17-12.
Yeah, the
They're
Twins aren't anything to
their
like.
away game record is a little bit worse than other teams with similar scores.
The Twins, right? The Twins are doing well for themselves. There's nothing to scream home about, but they are doing well for themselves at the moment. They are maintaining a very steady position.
I
Yeah,
still think
I think
still
any
think
AL
there's
Central team makes the playoffs this year. It's the Twins.
I still think they're due for a mid-season collapse.
Well,
You're due for a mid-season collapse.
you have a right to your opinion, even if it's wrong. But maybe Carlos Correa's unknown health complications will rear their ugly head. Who knows? But I think that, like, the lowest I would put them is wild card.
All right. Where are we putting the Cubs?
Mid.
Me personally, I would put them in the Sandlot Kids, aka A's too, but I guess we could put them at mid.
They're just okay. I don't think they're winning the NL Central. I don't think they're making the playoffs. The Brewers and the Pirates are far too ahead of them. And at least one of those teams will keep their momentum. It's your decision which those are. Well, which one that is.
All right, Cam, do you have anything to say about the Cubbies?
But I think both of them will stay ahead of the Cubs even if the Pirates fall off.
If you say Cubbies one more time, I'm leaving this fucking podcast forever. Slash half joking.
The temptation was very real.
The temptation is gonna make you get fucking punched in the face. I will find out where you live.
No, don't do that. If you punch me in the face, like there's like fucking like 2 feet between us. If you punch me in the face, I'll turn to dust.
Yeah, good.
I'll die immediately.
Good. Very good.
All right. Where are we putting the Nationals?
That is a dog water team if I've seen one.
Dog water.
I wouldn't call them A's here, because they're doing about as well as the Tigers, maybe a little bit worse.
All right. And then where are we putting the Reds?
The Reds, I would put them in trash. They're no longer. I think they were lower before.
I think so. I think they were in dog water. Hell, they might have
But
actually.
they are like they're doing a little better. Partially the reason why they're doing a little better is because they're not the worst NL Central team anymore.
Yeah.
I'm trying my hardest to dodge around this because I don't want to fucking talk about it.
Gonna have to talk about it at some point, but it ain't gonna be right
Yeah.
now because
Putting it
while
off
we
a lot
are
of stuff.
at our 3 personal favorite teams, I'm gonna go with like easy pickings first. So Cam, how have the Mets been?
The Mets have been. They've had their fair share of ups and downs, to be fair. They perform how you expect them to. They're not obviously they're not going to be the best team,
In
but
the
they're
defense
not
of
the
their
worst.
failures, the NL East is stacked.
They actually learn. And for that, I'm proud of them.
I think it is interesting to note that the Mets have much more away wins than home wins. Like Citi Field is cursed.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Big Apple is not on our side.
The
All right.
Big Apple hates you. I would put them in wild card myself.
Yeah, I'd say they'd be in wild card.
All right. The Pirates.
I think the Pirates are division material. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before the podcast and we disagree on it.
I full-heartedly disagree on it, and it's my team.
Fucking get a load, get a load of you, man. Like your team is like highest on the division, and you're not even certain they're gonna win it.
That's
Like,
just
like,
what
like you,
being
like you,
that's just what
you,
being a Pirates fan is. I'm ready for the collapse.
you haven't just taken the black pill. You've swallowed the whole fucking bottle.
I will put them at fast risers because I do believe that they are a fast riser. And I feel like we could sneak in as a wild card team, but we are not going to keep this momentum up no matter how much I want them to. I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna be
being
sneaking into
realistic.
your mother's bedroom tonight. You don't need to ask why.
What would your opinion of the Pirates be, Cam?
I can't wait to see you collapse.
Relatable.
I'm gonna melt.
Fast rises.
Trust me, the meltdown will be severe.
Trust me.
I can't wait for the part of this podcast where you were forced to make like that could like the compilation you made for last episode for the Pirates.
I want. To be fair, it would be sad for me, but I want one for the Mets.
It was like funny enough that it made me like a little less upset. Like it
Yeah,
genuinely
like
made me feel better about a bad situation because it was so funny.
Speaking
oh
of,
yeah, guys, guess what?
huh?
What?
Uh, a date with General Ortega or pilot a fucking submarine for 24 hours.
What?
I don't know, to be fair.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said.
I don't know. I don't actually know what I said.
All right. Well, anyways.
Check on the recording after, so I know what dumbass things I've said today.
All right. Anyways, where are we gonna put the Cardinals, Scoom?
Oh.
It's the
Oh.
part you've been dreading the most.
I
Give-
haven't.
Give me a minute. Give me like a second here, because I have to like I have to adjust my
Oakland.
expectations and my perception.
I know. I can help.
No,
fucking-
you can't help. Shut up.
Oakland.
No, fuck you.
Fine,
Fuck
dog
you. The
water.
Cardinals are doing better than the Rockies. They're doing better than the fucking garbage AL Central. They're doing
That
better
isn't.
than the
That
Athletics.
isn't. That isn't saying much.
It really isn't. The Cardinals are.
It's the bare minimum.
April has probably been like the least kind to the Cardinals because a
can't
lot of the
wait for
teams
May
that
to
are
die.
trash right now are still always trash.
I feel like by the end of this month, we're gonna have a part 2 of the intro from last year or last
Yeah,
episode.
I mean, the Cardinals at least seem to acknowledge that there's something wrong now, but it sure took them a whole month of winning no series openers
To
for them to realize this.
for them to realize, huh? You
I think
know,
maybe the players knew, but the management was like coping.
they were like, no, guys, we're fine. Don't
We
worry
have
about
six
it.
starting pitchers.
We have 6 starting pitchers. Not a single one of them can either stay healthy or stay having a good game other than Jordan Montgomery.
Yeah. Adam Wainwright coming back isn't going to save the team. Jordan Walker coming back isn't going to save the team. I think, like, even if the Cardinals start, like, doing really good all of a sudden by some miracle, they're not going to... It's not going to translate into a playoff year. I think the Cardinals, at their current pace, with the current trends that are going on, are trash.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. And he knew it.
And you're going in the A's tier.
I'm sending you in the I'm putting you in the fucking A's tier. I'm putting you in fucking Brazil.
Here,
Let the fucking Amazon rainforest sort you out.
No, please don't.
No way.
here comes the throw. It is terrible.
I know better. I know a better place for you than Brazil, Cam.
Yeah.
You're going to Chicago. And there he goes. Off to Chicago.
No!
To cheer for his favorite team, the Cubs.
No! Fuck! Not the Cubbies! No, not the Cubbies!
Well, that's gonna wrap up this episode of SCS Baseball. We hope you enjoyed our tier list this week. Get on the ball with SCS Baseball, and with that,
Will Cam survive?
and will Cam survive being a Cubs fan? We're gonna have to find out later. Catch you later, Buckaroos! Woo!
I fucking hate you. Here is that they didn't win the World Baseball Classic or even get close. If I recall.
Yeah, no. It was Japan that got close.
Japan won it. What are you talking about?
No, USA won it.
No,
No,
Japan won.
Japan lost. USA won, guys.
No, Japan won.
No, USA won.
Cam, you fucking...
Fucking,
USA.
fucking. Oh,
You're fucking with
just-
us.
I'm sorry, it's so funny gaslighting.
It was not funny because I knew you were wrong the entire time. I never for once questioned my judgment. I was just irritated that you were committed to saying something wrong.
USA. USA.
You're
That
not
was
gaslighting me. I just thought you were stupid.
When I started saying USA, that was the part when I realized that they're gonna understand it's me gaslighting them.
No, you didn't. See, the thing is, you didn't gaslight us into thinking that USA actually won.
Oh no, I gaslighted
That was you
guys into thinking I was stupid.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.